We are jumping straight into a very serious topic today. We're doing a deep dive on the catastrophic high-rise fire at Wang Fuk Court in Hong Kong.
It's a tragedy on a scale that's hard to comprehend, really.
Yeah,
The final death toll was 151 people.
151. That makes it the deadliest fire in the region in, what, 3 decades?
Yeah, 3 decades. And the scale of the complex itself is just immense. You're talking about 7 towers, each 31 stories high.
And how many people live there?
The whole complex houses about 4,600 residents in roughly 2,000 apartments.
That's a whole town in the sky. And the fire, it wasn't contained quickly, was it?
Not at all. It was so intense that firefighters were still battling it 2 full days after it started.
So the big question we have to tackle is how? How does a fire in a modern city like Hong Kong get so out of control that it engulfs entire skyscrapers?
Well, according to the authorities, it really comes down to the materials used in a renovation project that was underway.
Okay.
It was a combination of 2 things: traditional bamboo scaffolding and the green protection screens they had wrapped around the buildings.
So it essentially created a highly combustible wrapper for the tower.
That's exactly it. A wrapper that acted like kindling, allowing the fire to just climb right up the exterior.
But surely there are regulations for these kinds of materials, especially in such a dense city. Was this just a poor choice or something more?
It looks like it was much more than a poor choice. It was a major compliance failure.
How so?
The Secretary of Security was very clear on this. They tested 120 samples of those green screens.
House.
7 of them failed. The fire resistance requirements outright failed. So you had non-compliant fuel just sitting on the outside of these residential towers.
That's the external failure. That explains the spread. But that alone shouldn't cause such a huge death toll, should it? What was happening inside?
And that's the other part of this deadly equation. The internal systems failed.
The fire alarms.
The fire alarms, they weren't functioning correctly. So while this inferno is climbing the walls outside, there's no effective warning system for the thousands of residents inside.
Unbelievable. So where does the fallout from this land? Legally, I mean.
The investigation is moving very fast. Police have already made 13 arrests.
And the company responsible for the renovations?
Their offices were searched. We're talking about Prestige Construction and Engineering. Police seized a lot of documents as evidence.
Now, this use of bamboo scaffolding, it's iconic to Hong Kong, but it's also been controversial, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Even before this, it was under a lot of scrutiny. Between 2019 and 2024, there were 22 worker deaths linked to these structures.
So this wasn't an unknown risk.
Not at all. And this tragedy is now the deadliest fire since 1996. That one killed 41 people and led to the last big push for safety reforms.
And the response from the public, from the community?
It's been overwhelming, truly massive. Donations for the victims and survivors have already reached HK $900 million.
Wow, that's about, what, 115 million US dollars?
Roughly, yeah. And you see spontaneous memorials all around the site, flowers, cards. The city is clearly in mourning.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, what does this tell us?
I mean, you have a failure on 2 different fronts, right? The external traditional materials, the bamboo and those non-compliant screens.
Catastrophic failure there.
Exactly. And that was paired perfectly with the failure of the internal modern systems, the fire alarms that were supposed to save lives.
It's the words of both worlds.
It is. And it forces you to ask a really difficult question about cities like Hong Kong. How do you balance traditional construction methods with the absolute non-negotiable safety demands of a hyper-dense vertical city? This tragedy shows that if you get that balance wrong, the result isn't just an accident, it's exponentially fatal.